All right, today we're going to take a look at Plan B Terraform, a resource management base builder game where you have to bring a planet back to life. This is OneLastMidnight, which is a very interesting concept on a base builder resource management game. Not the first. I mean, we've seen other base builder games where you've had to restore a planet, but we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to hit play. I'm going to do a new planet because I played for a little bit just to kind of get familiar with it, set everything to normal, confirm, and then it automatically kind of goes in there pretty quick. Been mandated to manage the resources of a newly discovered planet. You must bring supplies to the city and manage terraforming projects. Good luck. Just to let you know, this game is in early access, so it's not completed yet. And there's still a lot of stuff actually in the game itself that you can't do. But we're going to play as much as humanly possible. This landing zone we got actually is pretty good. It jumps into a tutorial right away, even though I might not want a tutorial, but all right, zoom with your mouse wheel, great. There's 3 resources that we have access to here, which is pretty nice. We have sulfur, we have fluorite, and we have a big thing of iron over here. And then there's an aluminum over in that direction. And there's a couple other new stuff over here. So we need to extract some iron ore. That's where you're always kind of starting out with. This is the iron resource. There is a lot of it, right? I think it's unlimited, even though it says mineral quantity. So I'm not too sure if this stuff disappears over time, because when I was playing a little bit earlier, it didn't seem like it did disappear over time. Build an extractor, place it over iron ore. We're going to do that. I happen to know a little something about this game in advance, and that is that there is this deposit is hexagonal. So you wind up getting only the resources that are inside of the hexagon. So if I put down these guys, I'm going to get resources from all 4 of these extractors, and they're going to go into the deposit area. Now we need to build a factory. And what's going to happen is items from the deposit are going to go into the factory. So we're going to put down a factory. We're going to make steel bars. And let's actually do 2 factories because I kind of know where this is going. So these guys are going to make steel bars. And then we're going to need to have a deposit that picks up the steel bars and winds up converting the steel bars into something, right? One of the things I wish they'd do on the deposit is like give the ability to always see this hexagonal shape, because once you click on the assembly plant or something, you don't see it anymore. So we're going to build extractors because we need more extractors, and we'll have 2 guys do that. I don't know if we have enough resources for this right now, but there is a way to kind of daisy chain these guys together a little bit. You can kind of foobar some stuff. There are some roads and stuff that transport goods for you, but so our extractors are now getting built, and we're going to limit this resource, and we're only going to have it create 25 of these because there's no reason to create an endless amount of these. We do use a lot, but I don't want it to be an infinite thing. Open the help screen. Okay, there's the help screen. It's very simple. I don't need to look at it. So build 10 extractors and place them on the ground. So we're going to need to do more iron. And so let's get another deposit. I want a deposit like this. Let's do iron ore. We're going to collect, and we're going to take all of these guys and we're out. So these guys are kind of building. We have another deposit. And what I said by daisy chaining them together is getting a way that you can get your deposits to deliver to another deposit area without having to do like a road. You could do a road. A road is very easy to do, but you have to put some cars on it. We don't have cars on it right now. So we can add, well, you know what we can actually do is we can build another factory to get this thing up and running a little bit faster. Get another extractor on here. Well, maybe I should hold off on a factory because I need a factory to make other things. So we're gonna have to wait. Let's just speed this up real fast. I know that's kind of dumb, but you know what? These guys are going to build whatever, and we're going to get this all going. I guess I could pick this up and move this to another area. Yeah, let's do this. Let's slow this down. Let's delete this guy. And we'll delete all these guys. And we'll delete that resource too. And we'll put another extractor there. And then we'll go like this. And then that way that'll give us more extraction ability in that one particular area. And these guys will move from this one to that one, and then we'll start building this up more quickly. So that works out well. The planet, you have 3 different landing zones when you get down on your planet. So here's another landing zone. It's another little city. And then there's a third one over here. And so you can continue to work on one and then start working on another one, and then just have them, you know, in tandem kind of do that. You can have all 3 running at the same time. It just depends on how many of these like little resources that you have going on. So now that I have a bunch of extractors, let's place down even more extractors. I'm going to get rid of this guy. We're going to daisy chain this a little bit. And you can see these guys are already starting to move those resources out of the way. And once they're done, I can then turn around. And so this is not very all that efficient because of the way that I have placed the deposits, but the deposits luckily get bigger and better, and so we can replace these later with a better configuration. It's not that important to begin with. It's just resources that you have to wind up getting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 2 more. Okay, completed that objective. Great. We've unlocked a couple things. We've unlocked mechanical parts. We've factory, assembly plant, things that we can then turn around and produce. So our next step is going to be to automate these making of the factories and stuff like that. So they need mechanical parts. So if I go and I look at, let's see, these guys are producing steel. So if I put this down, we can make mechanical parts off of the steel as well. And we'll make mechanical parts from the steel bars, and we'll do another one that's got mechanical parts. Unfortunately, we don't have enough factories. So I'm going to have to get rid of a factory here and put down another deposit over here. That'll pick up the mechanical parts, and then I can have a assembly unit turn around and make factories. We got a couple factories built, but now I am less assembly plants. So let's go ahead and switch this over to assembly plants, and we'll make some assembly plants. We'll get another factory down here, and we'll have that make deposits. And now I have, I'm producing every single one of our beginning base building items automatically. I've got some sort of factory going on that's producing everything that I possibly need. There are some goals to be able to achieve the next phase, and it says use the factory to transform steel bars into mechanical parts, build 5 factories and place them on the ground. Okay, I've completed that particular objective, and now I've got a new objective, which is reach a population of 10 in your biggest city. And what I've unlocked in this level is I've unlocked concrete, roads, and trucks, so now I can start moving my items around. So I don't have to worry about having resources just be really close to where my deposits are. I can actually gather them from the deposits and actually move them to another location, which will allow me to spread out my buildings, my factories and stuff. I'm going to jump way ahead. You're going to see that my town has changed, and I've jumped way ahead, and I've got a kind of completely different factory line, and I've unlocked a lot of these things, and my current objective is to reach a population of 200 in your second biggest city, which means I need to start building up another city, and I haven't even started doing that yet. But let me show you. I wanted to do this because I wanted to show you how involved this gets. You know, I showed you in the beginning of the video that you wind up setting up these minor extractor pieces, then they wind up turning that into some sort of specific good, and then that good gets turned into something else, and then your final product gets produced. So I have produced all of these guys, and now you turn around and you get in like supply centers and atmospheric extractors and waste disposal, recycling goods. Once you get the vehicles in place, the vehicles can then pick up from the deposits, and they can transfer items over to factories that you have that are closer to the city, or you possibly have to put two goods together. Like in this case, to make this specific item of reinforced concrete, I need steel and I also need concrete. So my steel factory is producing steel over here, but yet my concrete factory is way over here and it's producing concrete over here. And so we're transporting those goods via truck to produce the final material, which is then in turn, I believe it's being used by the city currently right now. And yeah, they're demanding, it might be demanding something to, no, they want reinforced concrete, they want oxygen, and I thought there was something else that disappeared over there. So those are the things that they need in order to grow, and that's how your city winds up growing to be a very, very large city. The game is, it's pretty interesting game. It's not complete, so you know, keep that in mind that it is in early access and they're still working on completing the game. But I did have a lot of fun building this. I think I played this for like 6 hours to get to this point. It's not a super quick game. You can increase the speed to make it go faster. Things move very quickly when you start increasing the speed up, and sometimes it's a little hard to follow, especially when you're building production chains. But other than that, you wind up building up your city and you keep continuing to complete these objectives. And your objective really overall is to turn the world into a green world. And you can, but it's going to take time, and a lot of time. At any rate, I just wanted to show you this game because I thought it was really neat. If you guys want to see more about this game, leave comments in the comments section below, because like I said, it's an interesting little city builder. Let me know if you want me to do at least one live stream on it or more videos on it, because I'd be happy to do that for you. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the community. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below, and make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.